You ever get that feeling, that kind of dizzying sense that the world is just changing way faster than you can keep up? It feels like the ground is shifting right under your feet, and the map you've been using is suddenly totally obsolete. Well, that's exactly the feeling we're going to dive into today.
I mean, just think about how we used to get around. Not that long ago, a lot of us had a road atlas in the car, right? You had to actually learn how to read the thing, find the right page, trace your route with your finger, and you'd have to get a new one every year because of road construction. But now, we've got this. Real-time GPS, always updating, with a calm voice telling you exactly where to go. It's way more accurate, way more efficient. It's just the new way.
But here's the thing. What happens when you're on a road so new that even your GPS starts glitching out? The screen just shows you in the middle of a blank space. You've got no map, no guide, and you still have to keep moving forward. What do you do then?
Well, this feeling, it isn't new. Believe it or not, there's an ancient story that speaks directly to this very modern problem of trying to navigate the complete unknown. And it offers this incredible framework for what to do when you find yourself totally off the map. Okay, so the story comes from the book of Joshua. Picture this. The people of Israel have been wandering in the desert for 40 years. 40! And they're finally standing at the edge of the Jordan River, about to walk into the promised land of Canaan. This is the moment they've been waiting for their entire lives.
But everything is uncertain. First off, their legendary leader, Moses, is gone. They have a brand new leader, Joshua. Second, they're about to enter a new land they know literally nothing about. Third, they have zero experience in this kind of territory. And on top of all that, they're given this really strange command. You have to follow the Ark of the Covenant.
And here is the reason they were given. This one line, it's the anchor for everything we're talking about. They were told to follow the Ark, so that you may know the way you should go, for you have not passed this way before. Wow, that just perfectly captures that feeling of stepping into something completely new, doesn't it?
And the instructions they got were super specific. They were told to keep a distance from the Ark, about 2,000 cubits. To put that in perspective, that's almost a kilometer away. So this wasn't some guide they could just walk up to and touch or control. It was a presence they had to follow, to watch, and to respect from a distance. And this brings us to the big takeaway. The solution to their anxiety, to their uncertainty, wasn't a detailed turn-by-turn map of Canaan. It was a trustworthy guide to follow. See, they didn't need a map. What they needed was a compass.
Let's just be really clear about what we mean by uncharted territory. It's any situation, any area of your life that is just completely new to you. A place where all your old knowledge, all your past experience, it might not even apply anymore.
You know, for the Israelites, that ark symbolized the very presence of God leading the way. And the lesson there is so profound. You don't actually need to know the entire route from start to finish. You just need to know the next right step by keeping your eyes on the guide.
All right, so let's bring this all back to our world, right now. How do we spot our own off-the-map moments? Because, let's be honest, we are all living through them.
Does that quote from thousands of years ago suddenly feel, I don't know, deeply personal? We are all living in a time we have not passed this way before. We have no map for what this year or the next year is going to look like.
Just think about how much is brand new. AI is totally reshaping our jobs. Tax laws, insurance rules, they seem to change constantly. Our entire lives are managed through, dozens of apps on our phones? We've had to learn completely new social norms. And we're even seeing things like churches accepting digital currencies like Bitcoin. I mean, who saw that coming? It's so easy to feel like the entire rulebook has just been tossed out the window, that all the skills we work so hard to learn, in school or early in our careers, are somehow becoming obsolete. And that's a real source of anxiety for so many of us.
And just when you think things can't get any weirder, check this out. In Japan, there are actual Buddhist temples using a robotic monk to recite scriptures for funeral services. And why? Because a human monk can only work so many hours, but a robot can perform the ritual for 24, even 48 hours straight. This is the kind of wild, unexpected world we're all trying to navigate.
So here's the bottom line. We do not have a map for what's coming next. An AI-driven, constantly changing world is, by definition, uncharted territory. But just like the Israelites, maybe we don't need to have all the answers. Maybe we just need to find a trustworthy guide, a principle, a purpose, a faith, and just focus on following.
And with that in mind, the source material for this explainer doesn't end with a prediction or a 5-step plan. It ends with a prayer,
a traveler's prayer for anyone out there who feels like they're on a journey completely off the map.
So let's just take a quiet moment with these words. Loving and gracious God, we don't know what 2026 looks like, but we know you still lead us. You guide us.
Even in new territory, in uncharted territory, we know you give us wisdom so that we may go together and see your guidance. It's just a powerful reminder that even when we don't have a map, we're never really navigating alone. Amen?